The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's gonna high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside Pine City High School for tonight's boys basketball matchup here on 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP, and of course live with video at WCMPradio.com. I, of course, am Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's Great River Conference matchup between the Pine City Dragons and the Braham Bombers. This is looking to be a fantastic one, really, if I'm being honest. It's a good one because you've got Braham, who is on top of their section, playing out of Section 5 Single A East. That section is split up into two, 5A East and 5A West. And you guessed it, the East teams play on the eastern side of Minnesota. The West teams play on more of the western side of Minnesota. More West Central, really, but not to get into the small things. But going into this one, these two teams, the records are vastly different now. Again, Braham is on top of their section. Mora is also on top of their section, top 5 team there. But Braham is on top of their section in 5A East. They are the number 1 team in that section, having a phenomenal start to the year. 8-2 on the regular season, 3-1 in section play already. And they also only have the best defense in their entire section, giving up only 37 points a game, plus they're a top 5 team in the state of Minnesota. Now, if we look at the entire class of Single A, I mentioned they have the best defense in their section. Well, if we look at the entire class of Single A, their defense is number 2 in the entire state of Minnesota in Class Single A basketball. That's how good this Braham Bombers defense is, and it has just been so much fun to be a part of. I know Adam has called a lot of their games. I've been able to call a few, and man, oh man, Coach Eklund has got this team on a fantastic path going forward. It has taken some growing pains over the last couple of years. It has taken some things that they've had to change along the way, but man, Coach Eklund has done a great job of getting this team to where it is at right now, and they are not looking to slow down anytime soon. Not just this season, but next year, the year after. But this year it is certainly special, and they've got to enjoy it while it is going on. For Pine City, right now, again, the record really doesn't show how good they are, but they are 4-6 on the year and 0-2 in their section. They play out of Section 6 AA, and their offense has done a pretty good job. Their defense has also actually done a pretty good job. They're allowing about 57 points per game. Now, they would like to see that dip under 55 points per game, but allowing 57 points per game is actually not too bad. And if your offense can stay at that 65, 70 points per game mark, you're going to be winning a lot of games. So for Pine City, seeing their defense where it is, they're hoping to get a little bit better, but they also know that if they can keep their offense at this pace and even get a little bit better on the scoring side of things, they're going to win a lot more games. But again, they do have a tough schedule this year, as they seemingly do every single year. And the conference schedule is just as tough as it is every single year as well for Pine City. But again, they're 4-6 on the year, 0-2 in their section. But again, a defense that is I think for not so much Pine City themselves, but for a lot of teams that play Pine City, it is sneaky how good it is. And watching this Dragon defense, it's been very impressive. Of course, they're a team who is predicated on scoring more than you a lot of times, but this year they've kind of turned things around a little bit and said, you know what, we're gonna look at it maybe holding teams to a little bit less, and if that means that we're scoring a little bit fewer points, that's okay, because we know our defense can hold us and our offense can score enough points to get the victory. But again, they're hoping that that points per game can go up a few more points and they can dip that defensive points per game under that 55 mark. But the rest of the season we'll have to wait and see. They have played 10 games, as have the Braham Bombers this year. So both teams looking very good up to this point. Of course, Pine City's year, again, not the record that they would like to have at this point in the season, but for Braham, they really couldn't ask for too much better. As taking a look at Braham, again, the Great River Conference expanded this year, adding 3 new teams: Aiken, Crosby, Ironton, and Mora. Now, Mora just feels right. It just feels right. Okay, it felt for a long time like Mora should be in this conference, and it finally has happened. And man, it just feels right that Mora is in this conference. Then they again added Aiken and Crosby, Ironton to this conference as well. Now, if I remember correctly, Aiken and Crosby Ironton's conferences both kind of dissolved. So they instead of not playing in a conference and being independents, they decided to join the Great River Conference. And from what I have heard, I do believe that they will be in this conference for a good chunk of time. So I'm excited to see how that will all play out for these teams as well. But as again, we take a look at the Braham Bombers, 3-1 in their section, 4-1 in the conference. They have lost one game. They lost to Crosby Ironton 73-40. And, well, that is the wrong team. That's the girls' team. Not that the girls' team is doing bad, but the boys' team record, let's be honest, the boys' team record actually is about the same, too. So, not that either the boys' team or girls' team is better than the other. They're having both really good seasons. It's fun to watch. But we want to look at the boys' team because that's the game I'm covering. Now, we do have Adam Hefty over in Braham covering the Braham versus Pine City girls basketball game. So he should give you all that info. I gave you some, but he should be giving you all that info. But again, Braham, the boys' team is 7-2, not 8-2. So I apologize. But again, their team is a high-scoring team, and their offense, my goodness, the things that they have been able to do this year, it has been so much fun to watch. Now, again, their defense is pretty good, but not as good as the girls because their offense has just been carrying them throughout the season. So a little bit different than the girls. Again, I apologize. I was talking about the girls' team. Again, you can hear that game over on 95.5 FM with Adam Hefty. In our game, it's the boys. So for Braham, they do have one of the highest scoring offenses in their section. In fact, it is the highest scoring team. They are the highest scoring team in their section, and they're one of the highest scoring teams in the state. They're probably in the top, I'd say probably top 10, 15 teams in the state in their offensive scoring. Again, 7-2. They're 4-0 in their section. They are a top 10 team in their section. That is, of course, also home to East Central and Mille Lacs, along with Ogilvie, who are from the Great River Conference. And taking a look at what Braham has done this year, the boys team anyway, again, 7-2, so still the 2 losses, but 7 wins. They've lost to Cherry and Barnum. 2 very, very good teams. Obviously, Cherry's last year's state champion. Barnum, a team that's looking to try and get back to the state tournament. They most recently, Braham did last Friday, beat Uppsala. That game went into double overtime, ladies and gentlemen. So a game coming right out of the New Year's that went into double overtime, and Uppsala was a 5-2 team at that point. And oh man, I wish we could have been there, but unfortunately we just didn't have the manpower to be there at that point. But double overtime, Braham came out on top 87-85 in that one. That has been their closest matchup of the year. Other than that, their wins have been pretty lopsided. The losses, unfortunately, have been a little bit more lopsided than they would have hoped. Their loss to Cherry was a 22-point loss, and their loss to Barnum was a 19-point loss. So it has been, I don't want to say lopsided losses because 19 and 22 points isn't necessarily lopsided. I think it is, but at the same time, we don't know what happened in those games. That could be a lot of garbage time points that, Braham could have come back. So, but still, it has been a great offensive year for this Braham team. They have scored 80 points in, let's count them, 3 games already this year, or 4, including a 109-point performance against North Lakes Academy in a 109-36 victory. So, again, they're 4-0 in the conference, though, standing at the top of this Great River Conference. But right behind them, and probably going to be battling for that conference title, is Mora. Mora is right behind them, also undefeated in the conference, but they're 3-0 and 7-1 overall. So, Braham and Mora, the top two teams, but they're not to be so quickly outdone by East Central. East Central's there at the top at 4-1 and 7-4 overall. So you can't count out East Central, even though East Central has lost a couple games here and there. East Central's still going to be very much in that Great River Conference race. Again, for Pine City, 4-6 on the season. The offense has not been as explosive as they would like, but the defense has done a good job of carrying them a good chunk this year. Now, they started it out with 2 wins over conference teams, Ogilvie and Aiken, but then they lost 4 in a row to Mora, Rush City, Duluth, Marshall, and Moose Lake Little River before winning against Lakes International Language Academy down at the Target Center before Christmas break. Then up at Cloquet tournament during Christmas break, they beat Mesabi East, fell to Cloquet, and then out of the Christmas break, right after New Year's, they hosted East Central here. That, unfortunately, was a 76-61 loss. They made it a lot better because at halftime they were down by 20 points, so they made a good turnaround, but unfortunately East Central did come out on top in that one. And I don't mean to say unfortunately. It's unfortunate for Pine City, but East Central, again, great team. I love being able to cover all these local teams. It is so much fun, and I can't wait to continue to cover all these teams this year. It's so hard when we got a lot of teams playing at home or local teams to try and figure out, hey, where can we be tonight and how many guys can we get out to call these games? Because if it were up to me, I mean, we'd be out at every single local high school covering each and every game. But unfortunately, we just don't have the manpower to do that. But we'll do the best we can as, again, here in this one, Braham and Pine City going at it in this boys basketball game over on 95.5 FM. KBEK, Adam Hefty has the Braham Pine City girls basketball game, and then over on 100.9 FM, Mac Nelson has the Rush City hosting East Central boys basketball game down there. So you got plenty of options for listening opportunities here tonight for some great river basketball action. Looks like we are just finishing up our pregame warm-up, so we're going to take a commercial break, hear a word from our fine sponsors, and when we come back, we'll be set for tip-off here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and, of course, WCMPradio.com.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Your local radio home for Minnesota Vikings football is WCMP.
Breaks another at the 30, and is loose!
Your favorite hometown team with your favorite players.
Caught by Jefferson!
Don't miss the hits, the action.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Catch the excitement all season long.
And he caught it!
Minnesota Vikings football is on Cool Country 100.9.
WCMP.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Go online to pine.edu for more information. Pine Technical and Community College, connect with success.
Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City. We're a full-service lettering shop with a full line of athletic supplies for any sport. We have professional staff here at Lee's Pro Shop to customize your orders. We are the pros who specialize in athletic apparel and equipment. We even do trophies and awards as well as computerized engraving in the store. Let Lee's Pro Shop help you with any athletic apparel. Lee's Pro Shop, servicing our communities since 1973, where the passion for sports begins.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, load up on deals like Heggy's Pizza, 2 for $16 with a new breakfast pizza available. Starbucks Frappuccinos are 2 for $7. Buy a fountain drink and get a Reese's King Size for only $2. And fill your propane tanks for $3.99 a gallon. Get ready for hunting and frying that turkey 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Live with video at WCMPradio.com. The starting lineups here in this one for the Braham Bombers. It will be number 1, Garrett Lidke. Number 2, Tanner Doble. Number 5, Tyler Eklund. 21, Soren Lilly. And 23, Isaac Eklund. Braham is, of course, head coached by Jeff Eklund. On the other side for Pine City, it will be number 1, Sawyer McDaniel. Number 4, Charlie Osmus. Number 12, A.J. Austinson. Number 31, Daniel Milliman. And 33, Austin Wiener. Dragons are, of course, head coached by Kyle Allen. And again, this is a Great River Conference matchup between these two teams. It should be a good one. I'm excited. Ready to get going. Braham wearing their white away uniforms. The blue letters and numbers outlined in that. Braham gold. The striping on the neck, the cuff of the sleeve, the waistband and the side of the short and the bottom of the short is going to be 2 stripes, blue, and then the middle gold. The Pine City Dragons wearing their home green uniforms, the white letters and numbers outlined in black, the white stripe down the side of the jersey and short outlined in that black as well. 18 minutes up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. It's Wiener and Lidke at center court for the tip-off. And tip-off is won by the Bombers, Lidke, and Tyler Eklund will take it up the court. He is a 1,000-point scorer in his career. That happened earlier, I believe, against North Lakes Academy. And then we get a steal here by Daniel Milliman. And then Milliman lost it, but he gives it back to Wiener and then to Osmus. And Osmus drops it in for 2. So Pine City on the board first with an early turnover. But here comes Tyler Eklund the other way. His shot is up, no good. And it is taken back by Doble, and now a 3 at the top of the key for Isaac Eklund, which is no good. Austin Wiener's going to fly in there for the rebound. And ladies and gentlemen, you can already tell how fast this game is going to be moving. Just wait, it's only going to get faster. McDaniel with it. He'll take it top of the key. On the far side now to Austinson. Austinson to Milliman. Milliman over to Osmus. Osmus for 3. That's off the mark. And rebound is up for grabs. Braham ball. I thought maybe Braham had touched it last, but it is Pine City. So Braham will get set to inbound Isaac Eklund. Inbound to Tyler. Brothers there. And Tyler directing traffic a little bit, telling his offense, hey, get forward, get in the offensive zone. Let's start moving. Tyler Eklund, though, he's got that quick twitch to him. And, man, he is dangerous. Tanner Doble just as dangerous. Drives inside, lost the ball, gives it back outside. Isaac Eklund on the far side. Top of the key, Tyler Eklund near NBA range 3. It's off the mark and rebounded by Charlie Osmus. A.J. Austinson quickly up the court. Has to slow down because Tanner Doble is there. Gets a screen from Wiener. Now over to Sawyer McDaniel. Bounce pass to Osmus. Osmus inside to Milliman. Milliman on the far side for Austinson. Austinson thought about 3. Has to pull it down because Eklund got there. And now gives it over to McDaniel on the elbow. McDaniel driving, gives it off far side. Osmus for 3. Got the friendly bounce. You talk about a friendly home bounce. That was it right there. Now Tyler Eklund bringing it coast to coast. Lost it on his way through. And it is last touch by a member of the Dragons. Pine City will get a sub. That's Colson Berglund who will check into the game. Colson Berglund has been a very nice piece to this Dragons team. Defensively, he's done a great job rebounding and also getting a few block shots, but offensively, he's also done a great job putting up some points. A shot there missed. Going to be rebounded by Pine City's Austinson. It's A.J. Austinson getting a screen from Wiener. Bounce pass over to Milliman. That was nearly stolen away by Tyler Eklund, but Milliman gets a screen now. Pass over to Berglund for 3. That's good! I said it, and man, he delivers. Colson Berglund has been a huge key to this team this year. Soren Lilly trying to drive inside. Hand was in his face. That was Austin Wiener. I think they're going to get Austin Wiener for the foul. They will. It'll be his first, team's first. 2 shots now for Soren Lilly. Soren Lilly, the sophomore, 6'3" guard. Yeah, the first one is up and good. Osmus checks back in for Colson Berglund. Soren Lilly's second one is good as well. 2 for 2 there from Lilly, and now all of a sudden full court press put on by Braham. Pine City has been struggling with that all year, and Tyler Eklund gets the steal. And this one is going to be knocked out of bounds by Braham. So Pine City will hold on to it. So catch a little bit of a break there. Inbound for McDaniel. He'll give it off on the far side to Milliman. Milliman will chuck it deep to Austinson. They get it in the offensive zone now. Austinson will kind of slow things down, let the offense get set, gets a screen from Wiener, and he'll pull up from the top of the key for 3. That is going to be no good. Rebounded by Isaac Eklund. Gives it to Tyler. Tyler will take it up the court. Daniel Milliman and Tyler Eklund, both speedy players, but Tyler Eklund's going to win that race to the basket and drop it in for 2. Yeah, Tyler Eklund is just so fast. Not only does he have that quick twitch, not only is he quick, he is fast. And there is a difference, ladies and gentlemen, but he is both. And now an ill-advised pass, and Soren Lilly just says, I'll take that. So the Braham Bombers have it back on what really is an interception. And now the other way, going with it, is Tanner Doble. Got bumped a little bit, and he'll draw the foul. You're going to get Austin Wiener again, his second, team's second. And we got a timeout called here. It'll be a 30-second timeout for Pine City. So it'll be their first. They'll be left with 4 here in the game. We'll keep you updated on the games going on our other radio stations. As we've got, again, basketball on all 3 stations tonight, so we'll try and keep you up to date with all of those as we go forward as best as we can. Checking in for Pine City is number 3, Grant Larson, and number 23, Eli Fromm. And doesn't appear we have any changes for Braham, so they'll keep it this starting 5. Doble at the line for 2. First one's good. Doble's second one, good as well. It's 2 for 2, and the 8-0 start has been erased by a 6-0 answer by Braham. Moving the ball around to try and break the full court press. Austinson with some nice handles there to get it over to McDaniel. McDaniel will give it back to Austinson on the far side of the court. Now all of a sudden Austinson is double teamed, and it is stolen away by Tyler Eklund. And again to the basket. This time it's missed and rebounded by Grant Sklozacek. And Austinson no good. Eli Fromm there for the rebound. His shot no good. Then we get a jump ball call. Interesting. I thought we were going to get a foul there on Pine City, but not the case. A jump ball instead. Possession arrow favors the Dragons. Larson fakes the inbound one way, goes to McDaniel on the other side of the court. Daniel to Austinson. It's a screen from Fromm. Austinson gives it over to Grant Larson. Now to Sklozacek. Back to Larson. Larson gets a screen from Fromm. That's a kick ball by Eklund, and Tyler Eklund almost got away with it, a late whistle. Otherwise, Tyler Eklund was head to the basket for another 2. As last, Steele went for a breakaway, and then nothing doing on that one, and the rebound was by Sklezacic. We had to get the shot clock reset as Austinson will step up for the 3. It's off the mark and easily rebounded by Tyler Eklund. Tyler Eklund quickly up the court, weaving way through traffic, lost the ball, picked it up. My goodness, he is just so aware out there. And then he gives it off to his teammate. No good on the shot by Lidke, rebounded by Grant Larson. Larson picks up his dribble, gives it over to Austinson. It's a screen from Fromm, and then he traveled, yep. Austinson almost traveled the last time he tried that move, and unfortunately this time after he picked up his dribble, he took that step, and yeah, that is a travel. Isaac Eklund inbounds to Tyler, and Tyler will take it forward. Guarded by Sklezacic on the far side for Isaac. Isaac trying to drive inside on Eli Fromm. Floater is in. So an 8-0 run by Pine is answered by an 8-0 run by Braham. So we're going to get a delay of game warning on Braham, apparently. Something about the ball, they threw it or something. I didn't quite see, but either way, we did get a delay of game warning on Braham. And Pine City moving the ball up quickly, but a pass from Grant Sklezacic to Austinson is just behind, and it looked maybe like Austinson had a chance maybe to jump back for that ball, but missed opportunity there for Pine City as now Tyler, that is, takes it back. Again, Braham answered the 8-0 run by Pine with an 8-0 run of their own. We're tied at 8 apiece at 13 minutes to go here in the first half. Tyler Eklund with the pass from Isaac, nearly had it stolen away by Sklezacic, but luckily it goes out of bounds, so Braham will retain possession. Isaac will give it back to Tyler, starting in the backcourt. Tyler will bring it forward, gets a screen, gives it over to Isaac at the free throw line. No, excuse me, that's Soren Lilly. Pull-up J is good. And now it's a 10-0 run for Braham. A deep inbound for McDaniel, then to Larson, and then going to Eli Fromm. And now Eli Fromm can't hold on to it. He lost it out of bounds, and it goes back to Braham. Get a full 5 in and out here for Pine City, and that will include Jace Peterson and Briar Willert. A little bit of press put on here by Pine City, but Isaac Eklund breaks out of it. Austin Wiener coming in for the block. Says absolutely not. Colson Berglund quickly checking in. He'll come in for somebody. Wiener. He'll come in for Austin Wiener. Meanwhile, the same starting 5 for Braham out there. Tyler Eklund will inbound to Lidke on the near side for Tanner Doble for 3. That's off the mark and rebounded by Willert. Milliman brings it up the court, trying to weave his way through traffic. Guarded well by Tyler Eklund. Now on the far side, Willert. Now gives it to Osmus. Osmus over to Milliman. Milliman across the court to Willert. Willert directing traffic, wants a screen from Berglund. Gets that screen, and Willert, the 3, no good. Trying to draw the foul call. This one is grabbed by Braham, but they do step on the baseline, and it will go back to Pine City. So the rebound was grabbed there. I believe that was Soren Lilly who got the rebound, but then as he grabbed the rebound, he stepped on the baseline, and the ball will stay with Pine City. Milliman will inbound on the far side for Jace Peterson. Good. Jace Peterson is a great guy to come in off the bench. He delivers those threes a lot. 11-10 now. Pine City ends the 10-0 run by Braham. Soren Lilly inside. He gives it to Lidke. I don't think Lidke realized he was that open. Then gives it back outside to Isaac Eklund. That one's no good. Rebounded by Soren Lilly. Soren Lilly shot. No good. And I think we get a foul here on Braham. Get it called on Garrett Lidke, his first, team's first. 11-10, and now for the first time for Braham, we get a sub. It's going to be Eric Duvernay checking into the game. So Duvernay in for the first time here tonight. That's the only sub right now for Braham. Milliman gives it back to Willard on the inbound. Trying to go to Wiener, but a miscommunication. That ball high over Wiener's head. That's hard to do. Austin Wiener stands about 6'5", 6'6". So to go over his head, it is pretty hard to do, but that time a little too much juice on that pass from Willard. 11-10, Pine City with the lead after the 10-0 run from Braham. They scored, and now Tyler Eklund stops, takes the three. Cold-blooded, as Paul Allen would say. That was nice. Eklund with three, and now Soren Lilly on the inbound steal. Gives it to Isaac Eklund for two. And all of a sudden, the pressure being put on here by Braham on the full court, 15-11. Briar Willard's going to be able to break it. They give it up to Charlie Osmus. Oh, they had Daniel Milliman cutting to the basket. They missed that opportunity. Willard will take the three. It's good. So Willard will answer. Now they're down by one. Braham coming back up the other way. Soren Lilly with it. Lilly gets a screen from Duvernay, but runs into Austin Wiener. Now he's in some trouble. Going to be double teamed, trying to find someone to pass it off to. Finds Duvernay underneath the basket. And, ooh, they're going to get a foul on Pine City. Duvernay's lucky because that would have been a travel on Duvernay had the foul not been called. This one's going to be called on Jace Peterson. They're going to say it's on the floor, not a shooting foul. So Braham will inbound. Berglund in for Wiener, and Tyler Eklund will go to the baseline and get set to inbound for the white, blue, and gold. Inbound to Doble, and his shot no good. Rebound by Willard. Willard lost it. Lost his own dribble. He's got still 5 seconds to get it into the front court. Now he does. Gives it off to Osmus. Berglund for three on the far side. Just a little bit rushed on that one. Rebound. And he gets it back, does Willard. Jace Peterson looking for a cutting Osmus. Osmus back to Berglund. Berglund wanted three again. Instead gives it to Peterson. All the way across court to Willard. Willard for three. Good again. Briar Willard for three. And the Dragons retake the lead 17-15. Doble with it on the far side. Gives it off to Tyler Eklund for three. Oh my. I see your three. Eklund says, I'll answer it with one of my own from a little bit deeper. Wow. We are in for a game, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout called here. A 30-second timeout by Pine City. It'll be their second. They'll be left with three. We'll keep it here. And with that, we'll now try and get you an update from those other two games on our airwaves. Of course, the girls' version of this game happening in Braham. Try and get you an update from that one. And currently, the Bombers lead Pine City 32-18. And then we'll check on the Rush City East Central game. That one currently has East Central leading Rush City 26-17. So, still some good games going on around the local listening area, but I may have gotten the cherry on top with this one. This is a great game. Wiener trying to break the press. Now gets up to Willard, and they finally do get it into the offensive zone. Willard's nearly fouled by Tyler Eklund. Could have easily been called one, but now gets off to Grant Sklazacek for three. Rebound there by Tanner Doble. Quickly, up the court to Soren Lilly. That one is, I don't know if it was knocked away or what, but Sklazacek comes up with the rebound. Gives it to Willard now. Willard inside again. Could have been called for a foul on Tyler Eklund, but he did not get the hand. He got the ball, and Willard gets through that traffic to drop it in for two. 19-18. Halfway mark of this first half. Soren Lilly with it on the far side. Guarded by Larson. He lost it. It will stay with Braham. Ooh. They're going to talk about it because about everybody in this gym is pretty adamant that that is Pine City's ball. And the way that went off the hand, it almost looked like it might, possibly should, maybe be. But I can also see why they would say that would be Braham ball because it was knocked out of his hand. So they will talk about it, and it will be Pine City ball. Great job by the referees to come together, talk about it, and I don't know if you want to call it corrected or just made the different decision. Because maybe we're not on that side of the court, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe it was out on Pine City. Maybe Braham did not touch it last. But they come together and change the call. Again, I feel like it was the correct decision to change it, but Austinson, he had nowhere to go. Tried to pass it off. They were all guarded. So instead he tries the floater, and that is good. And now a steal here for Grant Larson, taking it the other way. Shots up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Gets the foul. Grant Larson with the steal on Tyler Eklund. Tyler Eklund went through a double team. He split the defenders, but as he did that, they both got a hand on the ball, and Grant Larson came up with the steal. Isaac Eklund is going to be called for his first, team second. Now Larson's at the line for 2. This one is good. In for Doble is Garrett Lidke. Very good quarterback this year for Braham. Actually, a really good quarterback, and he'll be back next year. Larson hits them both. So 23-18. Tyler Eklund forward again, just that speed. And he lost it again, and this, I'm surprised Sklazacic wasn't called for a foul there. Soren Lilly over the defender. A little too strong on that one. Rebound is up for grabs off of Duvernay's head. Now still up for grabs, and Willard lost it. So Willard trying to come up with it. As he did, he dove on it, kind of like a football. It squirted loose, and he got it back, but then he did touch that sideline. So Braham will keep hold of it. Inbound to Tyler Eklund. This is going to be a great game. Eklund gives it to Duvernay. Duvernay working around, gives it to Isaac Eklund. Now over to Duvernay again. Back, top of the key. Lilly, 3, good. Soren Lilly for 3. Great passing there by Braham, but just better concentration as well. Larson gives it to Willard. Willard back to Larson on the far side. Ball nearly stolen away by Tyler Eklund, and then a 3 from Ossenson. The race for the rebound is won by Tyler Eklund, who cannot get it in for 2. And it was rebounded by Grant Larson, trailing behind. Pine City will get it right back. Ossenson, pass over to Larson. He wanted to go to Sklazacic, but he was guarded well. Now gets a screen. Tyler Eklund going to be called for the foul. Too much on that one. We called for the reach in. That'll be his first, team's third. McDaniel in for Willard. Willard got a good chunk of minutes there. Isaac Eklund out, Tanner Doble in for him. And Willard made the most of those minutes. 8 points in those minutes that he just had. Ossenson gets a screen from Fromm. Pass over to Larson. Gets a screen from McDaniel. Trying to go to Fromm inside. It's going to be stolen away by Tanner Doble. Doble back the other way. At the basket. No good. He gets his own rebound. Actually, that was just tipped to him. Great job. I didn't catch the number of who tipped that to him, but hey, that's huge because now it's tie game at 23 apiece. McDaniel gets the defender to jump and then pass it off to Ossenson. It's going to be stolen away by Soren Lilly. A little too careless with the ball there for Pine City. And diving after it that was Ossenson, but it's still held on to by the Bombers. Lilly to the basket for 2. I like the aggressiveness, but maybe a little too aggressive on that one by Pine City as they had a chance at the turnover, but unfortunately lost it because of the aggressiveness, because then they were undermanned inside. A line drive shot is no good. Rebounded by Tyler Eklund. Quickly up the court, Tanner Doble. Oh, it was knocked away by Ossenson. What a clean swat there by Ossenson. We'll give him credit for a block because, what a swat. Doble had an easy 2, but great concentration by A.J. Ossenson to look at that one and knock it out. Inbound for Eklund to Doble for 3, off the mark. And Colson Berglund, he's there for the rebound. Again, he has been I've just been so impressed at how big of a part he's been to this team. Ossenson looks for a screen from that's McDaniel. Now gives it over to Berglund. Berglund for three. A little bit too strong on that one, and it's rebounded by Soren Lilly. Pine City's gotten a little bit cold now from long range, so hopefully they can turn that around quickly as Soren Lilly drives inside. That one is just no good, and Berglund again with another rebound. As I've mentioned, he's a big presence inside for rebounds, but he can also hit it from long range. He's fun to watch, as is both of these teams. Ossenson back out McDaniel. McDaniel, the extra long three. Oh, almost the bank shot. It's no good. Lidke there for the rebound. Quickly up the court. Soren Lilly again working on Ossenson. Ossenson gets the steal. And it will be knocked out of bounds by Braham. And Braham arguing that it should be Braham ball. The way that one went out, I kind of agree. I kind of thought that should have been probably Braham ball. I thought maybe because Ossenson stole it, and as he spun away, he lost it, and it went out of bounds. So probably maybe should have been Braham ball on that one. Maybe a missed call. And Doble going to get it back anyways. He said, hey, that's for our missed call. Tyler Eklund to the basket. Drops it in for two, plus draws the and one. I believe they'll get McDaniel for this one. Yep. So McDaniel is the guilty Dragon, and then at the line to shoot for the possible three-point play is Tyler Eklund. 27-23. Pine City trails the Braham Bombers in this Great River Conference matchup. Tyler Eklund is good for the three-point play. So again, full court press after scoring here for Braham. McDaniel looking to break it, gives it over to Ossenson. Ossenson, the deep pass to Milliman, who's in some traffic, lost it. Lidke will get the steal. Yeah, that was tough. I know what Milliman was trying to do, but I think on that one you want to wait for your teammates to get there. That shot well off the mark. Ossenson with the rebound. They've got numbers the other way. Ossenson going to take it to the basket. Oh, surprise, no call there. And then the rebound there by number 25. We'll get his name for you in just a moment, as that will be Dominic Knoll to the basket. Tanner Doble for two. Full court press again to Milliman. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Doble's going to get the steal, but it wound up bouncing off of his nose. No good on his shot. It's rebounded by Ossenson. Pine City needs to slow it down just a tad. Just a tad. Wiener for three. And that is good on the friendly home bounce. 30-26. They needed that. Pine City desperately needed that shot. 4 minutes to go. Eklund to the basket. And that is no good. Wiener will not get the rebound. It will be a jump ball. I believe that possession arrow favors the Braham Bombers. It does. Austin Wiener was pretty upset. He thought that it was a foul on Eklund, but they do say that he got it tied up instead. I thought that was a good tie-up by Eklund as well. Eklund looking. He'll deep inbound to Doble. Doble over to Soren Lilly. Lilly over to Isaac Eklund now. Eklund for three. That looks good, but it's just off the mark, and it hits the top, and it will be out of bounds, so that will be Pine City ball. Austin Wiener will sub in for Colson Berglund. 30-26 is our score. 3:47 to go in this first half. We've been treated to an absolute barn burner here in this one. Ossenson gives it up. Now again, another pass that is just too deep. An ill-advised one that is going to lead to yet another steal. This one for Eklund. Soren Lilly for three on the far side. A rebound for Doble, and now Doble's shot was missed, and then Eli Fromm tied it up with, I think it was Lidke. Yeah, they both pat each other on the back and kind of give each other a, hey, nice job. A friendly battle there between those two guys. So a jump ball call, and it is possession arrow pointing the way of Pine City. Pass now to Ossenson. Ossenson will get it into the front court. Ossenson lost it off his own shoe. Another steal for Tyler Eklund to Doble, who drops it in for two. Again, I think Pine City's just rushing it a little too much right now. They need to settle it down. Not a lot. Don't completely slow down, but just ever so slightly. Just ever so slightly. Eli Fromm, nice job, and an even better block by Garrett Lidke. Eli Fromm drove to the basket. Lidke almost did it backwards on that block. Now Lidke inside. Shot is no good. Austin Wiener is there for the rebound. And he gives it to Ossenson. Ossenson to Wiener. Wiener Spin move inside. Nice. Wow. What a move inside. But then Wiener, hard fall. Almost did a belly flop on the court, but he is okay. I think they're going to get Isaac Eklund again for a foul. It'll be his second and the team's fourth. So Wiener's at the line now to shoot 2. First one's, no good. That's a rough one. Larson and Sklezacic will sub in for Milliman and Fromm. Pine City's only been to the free throw line once here tonight. So Wiener just shaking off the rust with that first one, and he'll look to convert the second. That one's no good. Rebounded by Lidke. So Braham with it again. Isaac Eklund looking for his brother Tyler. He'll hand it to Tyler. Looks for a screen from Isaac now, but Wiener is there. And now on the other side, though, Tyler said, hey, I'll find a lane. Soren Lilly back outside. Tobel for 3, no good. Wiener is there. Easy rebound for him. He hands it to Larson. Larson brings it forward. Bounce pass to Willard. Willard, no look to Ostenson. Ostenson fakes the shot. Gives it underneath to Wiener. Wiener lost it. Jump ball. Possession arrow is Brahms. (32-26), 2:10 to go here in the first half. And I think we now get a timeout here by Braham. And it will be a 30-second timeout, and if that's Brahms, that's their first. They'll be left with 4, and it is. So a 30-second timeout for Braham. Give us another chance to update you on the games going on around. At half, over in Rush City, East Central leads the Tigers in that boys basketball game, 37-27. Meanwhile, in our game, we're quickly approaching half, but my goodness, we have been treated to a really good one here between these two Great River Conference opponents. 32-26, Braham leads. It was an 8-0 run to start the game for Pine City, a 10-0 run for Braham that was then quickly erased, and then we've been back and forth ever since. Two teams have traded the lead, and 2:10 to go. I can't wait to see what this last 2 minutes, 10 seconds has in store for us on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Isaac Eklund will inbound to Tyler. And Tyler trying to get around the defender, Sklezacic, but Tyler's just, again, he's just got that, he's so quick. He'll pull up inside the paint, and he'll drop it in for 2. Yeah, you just can't tell what he's going to do because he's so quick and he can pull up so quick. It's hard to tell what exactly he's going to do. Quick passing will lead to an Ostenson 3 attempt. That is no good. It's Tyler Eklund with the rebound for Braham, but he's guarded well by Sklezacic, and Sklezacic will follow him. Eklund looks for a screen. They're bumping bodies out there like bumper cars. Isaac Eklund on the far side. Give to Lidke. Lidke, he'll look for a lane. Stops his dribble. Back outside to Isaac. Isaac to Lilly. Soren Lilly trying to get around the defenders. To Isaac Eklund. Pull up 3. No good, and Austin Wiener is inside for the rebound. Gives it to Larson, and Larson will jog it forward. Bounce pass over to Ostenson. Inside to Wiener. Wiener, and that's going to be a charge there on Wiener. So that will be his third. Yeah, a little too much on that one, and the defender did get his feet set. That'll be his third, team's 5th. So Fromm will check in for Wiener. You like the idea by Austin Wiener, but unfortunately just a little too much on that one, and the defender did a good job there. Draw the foul. Doble will get the inbound, give it back to Eklund. And Eklund getting around the defenders to the lane. Lob shot, no good. Sklezacic gets the rebound. Ostenson gonna slow things down quite a bit. Gets into the offensive zone now and hands it over to Larson on the far side. Looking for a screen from Sklezacic. Larson to Ostenson to Willard. That's gonna come up short. And no one there for Pine City. It's Doble for the rebound. Tyler Eklund up the court. Stop. Drop back 3. No good. Rebounded by Lilly. Put back 2. Man, Soren Lilly tonight, here in this first half, has been on fire. Shot clock is off with 22 seconds to go here in the first half. Willard thought about the three. Now to Austinson for three instead, and he's good. They needed that one. And oh my goodness, Austinson on the inbound gets the steal. That is huge for Pine City, 36-29. You're going to get Isaac Eklund, and it's going to be his third, team's fifth. And Austinson's out the line to shoot two. That's a big steal there for Pine City at the end of the half. That is Austinson coming up big on that inbound. Now he's at the line to shoot two, and this one's no good. Peterson and Willard will come in for, McDaniel will come in for Willard and Larson. Willard will stay back out there. It will be Larson and Sklzacek who come out. 10 seconds to go. Again, Austinson missed on his first free throw attempt. This one is good. So it's 36-30. Eklund will inbound to Doble, back to Eklund. Now Braham's going to be looking, obviously, for the last shot of the half. They'll give it off to Isaac Eklund. Isaac Eklund back to Doble, back to Tyler Eklund. Eklund for three! Oh, just off the mark, and it is going to be half. Well, as I mentioned, we were in for a good one, and the first half proved just that. The Braham Bombers lead at the half, 36-30 over Pine City. We're going to take a commercial break to hear a word from our fine sponsors. Then when we return, we'll come back to talk about the stats and recap the first half of action. And you're listening to boys basketball here on Anthem Country, 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got a quick meal on the go for you. $3 gets you a hot snack or hot dog, chips, and a Polar Pop. $4 for a breakfast sandwich, hash brown, and medium coffee. Or $5 gets you a personal pizza and a 20-ounce Pepsi. Get snacking. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
106.5 FM, 1350 AM is your home for Packers football.
It will be Green Bay football. Crowd was roaring.
Get all the action, every game.
There he goes. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. He leaped into the end zone. Touchdown.
The hits, the touchdowns, the Lambeau leaps. Live Packers action, every game.
There is your dagger.
Catch every game locally, 106.5 FM or 1350 AM. WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Back here at halftime inside Pine City High School, the cheerleaders out there doing their halftime performance. As it is halftime, taking a look at some of our first half stats for the Braham Bombers. Leading the way scoring was Tyler Eklund with 13. Then you had Soren Lilly with 11, 8 for Tanner Doble, and 4 for Isaac Eklund. They had 3 guys with 4 rebounds. That was Doble, Eklund, and Lilly. Tyler Eklund, I should say. And then they had 11 steals. 4 of them came from Tyler Eklund. Really shouldn't be no surprise. They did get a block from Garrett Litke. They were 5 of 5, 100% from that free throw line, and they only had 5 team fouls. On the other side for Pine City, well, they did a good job of spreading that ball around and evening out the distribution and the scoring. But leading the way was Briar Willard with 8, then 6 from A.J. Austinson, 5 for Charlie Osmus, 3 for Austin Wiener, Colson Berglund, and Jace Peterson, and then 2 from Grant Larson. They had 4 steals, 2 blocks. They were 50% from the free throw line, 3 of 6, and then they had 5 team fouls in that first half. So, again, foul-wise, you're pretty happy. Pine City early on in the season kind of struggled with the fouls. They would pile up the fouls early on, and then they would be in foul trouble early on in the second half. So, to see them here lately really limiting the fouls early on in these games has been very impressive, and it's a turnaround that I'm sure head coach Kyle Allen is very pleased to see. Now, that doesn't mean that their defense, that they're not playing aggressive defense, because, trust me, they're still playing physical, aggressive defense. Both of these teams are, but for Pine City, they're doing a good job of playing that physical style of defense and not getting fouls, not fouling, and they're doing a really good job of making sure that they're smart with how they're playing physical defense, and they've done a really good job here. But in this one, again, it was a 8-0 run to start the game for Pine City, and then a 10-0 run for Braham, and then it was back and forth right after that. So both teams had runs to start the game, but it was back and forth after those 2 runs, and it's a 36-30 lead now for Pine City at halftime. Again, Pine City early on, really, I think their pace was just a little bit in front of what Braham wanted to do and was hoping to do, and then Braham was quick to match that after that 8-0 run, and once they matched that, man, it was a barn burner. It really was, and Braham was able to get on the board, go on that 10-0 run. Then Pine City came back, and we have just been back and forth ever since then. So, but one of the biggest things we've seen there at the end of the half was Braham was able to get a few more takeaways at the end of the half from Pine City and turn those into points. So I think that is the difference right now. You could say that is the difference because, well, Braham really had 3 turnovers that they turned into 6 points. 2 or 3 turnovers, I should say, that turned into 6 points. And that's the difference. That is the difference. 2 or 3 turnovers is the difference right now. Now, again, Pine City had 4 steals, but 11 for Braham, and they had plenty more turnovers, did both teams. But in a game like this, you know, those are going to matter. Those are going to be big, big talking points as we go along because when we get towards the end of this one, it might just be who winds up turning the ball over less and scoring off of these turnovers, because that is a big thing as well. You don't want to have empty possessions, and in this second half, well, you might not be able to have any empty possessions. So it's going to come down to, I think, in the second half, who is going to have less empty possessions on the offensive side of the ball. We have had great defensive performances here by these 2 teams. We've had some blocks, we've had some great rebounds, but again, I think in the end, it's going to come down to who has less empty possessions offensively, in my opinion. Now, again, for Braham, one of the things I think you're going to want to do is try and get more rebounds offensively, get your second chance scoring opportunities, get that up a little bit more, because Pine City did a really good job with their big guys Austin Weiner and Colson Berglund inside, even Sawyer McDaniel a couple of times, to get the rebounds. And if they're not getting the rebounds, they're tipping the ball to someone else to get the rebound. So if you're Braham, I think you're going to want to try and somehow work around those big guys to make sure you're getting the ball for more second chance scoring opportunities, because when they're not playing full court press, Pine City's able to run their offense at the pace that they want to, and when they're able to do that, they're able to settle in offensively, and then they're able to pick and choose where they shoot the ball from, and more times than not, well, they're getting those shots to fall. So for Braham, just make sure you're getting some more offensive rebounds, but defensively, I think you've got to continue, but you also got to make sure that you're not allowing the open shots. You're not letting Pine City settle into their offense. Get them uncomfortable early on, whatever you have to do. They did a good job there at the end of the half, but you got to make sure you get Pine City uncomfortable. For the Dragons, I think offensively don't need to change too much, but I think one of the things that that we'll definitely talk about for Pine City that they'll want to look to, maybe not so much change, but just be better at is the communication, the being at where you're supposed to be at. We've seen a few times that for both teams, but for Pine City, unfortunately more, they were out of position a few times, and that them being out of position led to some turnovers. And if you're Pine City, I think they'll be just talking about, hey, we got to make sure that we're in the correct positions at all times and not giving those up. And then defensively, you got to make sure you're not giving Eklund any open shots. Now, you obviously don't want to focus all your attention on him, but you're going to have to put some extra attention on him. And then you're also going to have to make sure that you're not just doubling him and leaving anyone else open, because they have shown that, well, if you leave anyone else open, they're going to make you pay for that. So it's going to be tough, but I think Pine City is going to do a good job of that. They've done a good job so far, but maybe we'll see a little bit more man defense. We've seen a lot of man defense, very little zone from the Dragons there in that first half, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe more man-to-man defense. And looks like one of the referees actually wants to come to the scores table and look at the book, apparently. Not quite sure what the conversation is about. So we have a conversation with the referees down there. Not quite sure what they're talking about, as 18 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard for the second half of action. Yeah, I'm not real sure what the conversation is about. And just as we were going to take a commercial break to give them a chance to talk, we're back out onto the court. Well, not sure what all that was about, but we're back out there. Pine City will start with the ball here in the second half. They'll go left to right on your radio dial. Braham will go right to left. Meanwhile, over in Braham, in that girls' game, the Bombers lead by 20, 45-25 at half. And Austin Wiener's shot is blocked, taken away by Isaac Eklund. And as Soren Lilly was falling, he passed it behind himself to Doble, and now Doble will take a three, and he opens up half with a three, 39-30. Braham on top. That ball took a vacation. Austinson will inbound. Again, full court pressure put on by Braham. They'll continue that full court pressure after every scoring possession. Milliman, his pass was tipped to Austinson. I would like to see a little bit more urgency when we see maybe a loose ball or a tip ball from Pine City. Just haven't quite seen it here tonight. Austin Wiener, nice spin move inside. Drops that one in for two. 39-32. That was a nasty spin move by Wiener. He has shown off the athleticism tonight with those spin moves. That's not his first either. He's shown that off a couple times here tonight. Braham has it back, though, offensively. They'll work it around the horn. Now Doble, he says, I got a lane, I'll drive. A hook shot pass to Lilly. Back over to Doble, now back to Lilly, and I think we're going to get 3 seconds in the lane by Braham. So it'll be a turnover. Pine City will get it back. Austinson will kind of take a step back and let the offense get in front. Now gives it over to McDaniel. Now to Wiener. Wiener dropped it, and oh my goodness, Tyler Eklund was right there waiting for it. And he can't drop it in, but Doble coming from behind can't get it either. It'll be rebounded by Osmus. Yeah, for Pine City, another thing they're going to have to make sure that they're doing is making sure these passes are a little bit better, making sure these passes are a little bit cleaner, because these passes here throughout the entirety of this game have been not pretty. This is going to be a steal for Daniel Milliman after the rebound by Isaac Eklund. And then this shot no good, rebounded by Tyler Eklund. Quick up the court. He lost it. Austinson will get it back on the steal. He's going to take it coast to coast, and he was fouled. Tyler Eklund trying to argue that he got all ball. I am blind, so I can't really say. I thought it was close. I thought it was probably all ball. But Austinson at the line for two. His first one is no good. That's something they'll want to get better at as this second half goes along, is the free throws. We've seen a lot of games this year that have seen that the free throws be of the utmost importance. And it might be the case again here tonight. Austinson will get one of two to drop as he gets the second one in. 39-36. A steal here for Milliman again. McDaniel fakes the shot, going to try and drive baseline. Shot is up and good. Those are his first points on the night, and it's 39-35. So Pine City, although not back yet, within 4 of that lead. Oh, and Tyler Eklund draws the foul there. Maybe drew some extra attention on that one. We're going to get Milliman on the foul, his first, team's first of the second half. Eklund's first one is no good. Eklund's second one is good, though. Austinson will inbound to Milliman on that far side, right back to Austinson. 40-35. McDaniel. Pass was to him, and then Austinson has that one blocked, and it went out of bounds. And that's a case again where Austinson, he was just going to let that one go out of bounds, but Eklund is a guy who is not just going to sit and let it go. He is going to race after it. So Pine City needs to get the urgency back into where the ball is up for grabs. A three here by Osmus is good to make it 40-38. Good looking three by Osmus. He hasn't had the year he would expect it from outside, but that's a good looking one. And now Soren Lilly inside. Shot is up, no good. It is knocked out of bounds by Pine City on the attempted rebound, so it will stay with Braham. Couple substitutions here for Braham. We get Dominic Knoll back into the game for Lilly. Lilly looked like he might have been limping a little bit earlier, so hopefully he's all right. Doble will take the shot over the defender, McDaniel, and that shot is no good. Speaking of, McDaniel's going to get the rebound. He'll give it over to Milliman. I think we get a timeout. So a timeout called here by Pine City. It will be a full, and while they take one, we'll take one as well. You're listening to boys basketball
at Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Back out of the timeout. Teams are onto the court getting ready. We got 14:55 to go here in the second half. It's a 40-38 game. Willard will inbound to Larson, and then he'll take a three. That's off the mark. It's going to go out of bounds off a thought a member of Braham, but it is off of a member of Pine City. It was close, but just got that arm. So Braham will inbound now. Full court press shown here by Pine City. They don't do it a lot, but they show it there. Doble, this one is up the court, knocked out of bounds by a member of the Dragons. It will stay with Braham. Isaac Eklund will inbound to Tyler, who starts in the back court. And, you're going to get a quick whistle here on Grant Larson. A little bit too quick, if you're asking me. They allowed... Yeah, they got Grant Larson for the foul. It's his first team second, but they allowed a lot of that in the first half, so maybe they're trying to tighten it down here in the second half. We'll see. But they did, again, they allowed him to play hard through the first 22 minutes. Tyler Eklund drives inside. English is hard. His shot is no good, and then it was rebounded by himself, and nearly a steal here for Austinson, but he lost it as he was going the other way. I don't think he had full possession of it, so we won't count it as a steal. This ball inside to Lilly. The pass is going to be stolen away by Grant Larson. He'll bring it forward. Austinson is left open for three, but his three is off the mark. And it's going to be rebounded by Isaac Eklund. He'll give it to Tyler, and another foul here on Pine. Grant Skozaczyk, the guilty Dragon. His first team's third. And Lidke will check in for Null. And Jace Peterson in for Austinson. Tyler Eklund inbounds to Lilly. Lilly up to Isaac. They wanted to go to Tyler, but Tyler is guarded well by Skozaczyk on the far side. Now they'll give it to Doble. Doble driving, gives it near side Lidke. Lidke will wait. Kind of get the offense set. Now Eklund. Tyler Eklund splits the defenders, gets inside. Shot is good. For two, it's 42-38. Larson bounce pass to Willard. And Willard gives it near side to Wiener. Wiener going to try and drive inside, and that one knocked out of bounds by Braham. Willard will inbound. Inbounds to Wiener on the far side for three. That's off the mark, and Soren and Lilly, they're going to get a push here. Lilly got the rebound, and a push on Larson will be his second foul, team's fourth. And for Pine City, all of a sudden you've now piled up 3 fouls in a matter of a minute and a half. And these have not been smart fouls. These have not been good fouls either. They got to relax and understand, hey, you can play aggressive, but got to be smart with these fouls. Because now all of a sudden you've piled them up. Tyler Eklund. Ooh, almost a travel. Great job getting that off the Doble. And that should have been an easy two, but just missed. And his shot was rebounded by Garrett Lidke. And that shot is no good, which is rebounded by Jace Peterson. Now Larson Brings it forward. Wiener wants to go inside. It's knocked away, stolen away by Soren Lilly. And Lilly driving forward, swiftly moving. Garrett Lidke, an easy 2. And now we get a what? We got a foul on Larson again? Interesting. Not real sure what the foul was. Well, I'm not sure what the foul was, but it is the 3rd for Larson. The 5th team foul. At least it should be. Well, the Dragons have back. It's 44-38. Osmus 3 is no good, and this ball is up for grabs. It's going to be rebounded as it was bouncing through a couple hands by Lidke. And up the court, Sawyer McDaniel uses his long arms to get the steal. McDaniel bounce pass to Osmus, inside to Milliman, now to Fromm. Fromm guarded well, gives it out to Osmus again, all the way across court to Austinson for 3. That's no good. And this one is somehow swatted to McDaniel for the rebound, and then he's fouled, and he'll go line and shoot 2. Garrett Lidke, the guilty bomber. It'll be his first, team's second, and again, Sawyer McDaniel at the line for 2. McDaniel's first one is good. This one is good as well. McDaniel hits them both. It's 44-40. A little full court pressure shown by Pine City. Uh-oh, they left Doble alone, and then Doble, little too aggressive. That was... Doble, that one's going to be one he wants back so badly. He was looking for Lidke, and Lidke was wide open underneath the net. Now, he needed to get it in there a little bit quick, but I think he was a little too anxious on that one. He needed to slow it down just a tad. Austinson will give it underneath to Fromm. Outside to McDaniel for 3. It's off the side of the rim, no good. Soren Lilly with the rebound. He gives it up to Tyler Eklund. He lost his dribble for a moment. He'll just give it to Lilly instead. Lilly finds a lane. Lilly's going to drive inside. Shot is no good. Rebound up for grabs. Eli Fromm gets it. And Austinson will bring it forward. He'll give it off to McDaniel now. McDaniel fakes to Austinson. Over to Milliman on the far side for Osmus. That's off the mark. It's going to go over the backboard and out of bounds. Well, it is considered out of bounds, but 44-40. 11:33 to go. Half number 2. Osmus out. Larson in. Deep inbound. They're going to try and go to Lidke. And too deep. I'm not real sure what Braham was trying to do there. I know they've got a little bit of a speed advantage, but these last 2 passes have just haven't seemed to be been the best. I'm not going to say they weren't smart because, again, they were trying to take advantage of the speed they have, but haven't been the best. Austinson will inbound to McDaniel. He'll hand it back to Austinson in the near side corner. Austinson looking. He'll go inside to Milliman. Milliman tries to go over to Larson. Larson lost it. He should have let it go. He's going to go and be Pine City ball because Isaac Eklund last touched it. Yeah, you can't blame Larson. He's trying to make a play. He's trying to get the ball back. But, yeah, if he let that one go, that would have been Pine City ball. Inbound now to Lilly. Lilly will get the defender by him. That's Larson. Lilly trying to use that footwork and the ball handling skills. Gives it off to Tyler Eklund. Wide open underneath the net, Tanner Doble. Great job there working that ball around by Braham and just finding the open Doble. Now Austinson lost it. Lilly's going to get the steal. A little too careless with the ball, trying to get a little too fancy, and now you're going to get Austinson for the foul. It'll be his first. Now team's 6th. Well, it should be anyways. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it should be the team's 6th. Either way, Lilly's at the line for 2. Oh, nice roll for Soren Lilly on that one. 47-40. Left-handed free throw is good. Lilly hits them both, and it's 48-40. This ball from Larson. Oh, Austinson slipped. I don't know, maybe he stepped on a foot or what, but he slipped, lost it. Soren Lilly, three is no good. And rebound by Doble. His shot's no good. And we're going to get a foul here on Braham. They're going to get this one on Soren Lilly, his first, team's third. Willert, Wiener, and Peterson in for Fromm, McDaniel, and Austinson. Isaac Eklund also out in his Duvernay. Larson and Wiener pass the ball back and forth. Now up to Willert. Oh, Willert gets fouled there by Tyler Eklund. Yeah, that was Eklund not too happy with the call, but that's a clear foul. And players are allowed to be upset by calls, but just like I'm allowed to say if I agree with the call or not. And Grant Larson, top of the key, a big three, now 48-43. There's a lot of threes in there because Grant Larson's also number 3. Soren Lilly with it back now for Braham. Gives it over to Doble. This game is going to wind up getting quite physical towards the end here. It's going to be a fun one. Soren Lilly inside, left-handed lob shot, no good. And Austin Wiener, going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is Braham's. Wiener thought he had it and was fouled. That's not going to be the case. Berglund will check in for Milliman. And Wiener, it was close, but I think the defender had it, Duvernay did, had it wrapped up along with Wiener, so I think it was dual possession. Inbound to Duvernay, and his shot was no good, and Berglund with the rebound. Oh! Sound like the Grinch here. I thought that one was a foul because that one looked like Berglund had the rebound. And now we're going to go to the scorers table. I think they're going to get this correct. Pine City should have 16 fouls right now. I think, anyways. Well, now we're going to have the referees come together and talk about something, so I'm not real sure what the conversation is going to be. What I think it is Pine City should have 16 fouls. They only have 5 on the scoreboard right now. Or maybe it's something else. 13 minutes to go, 48-43. Pine City trails the Braham Bombers in this Great River Conference matchup. Kyle Allen going to try and see if he can help out. You know, as fierce of a competitor as Kyle Allen is, he is great on trying to make sure that everything is right the way it should be, whether his team is up, down, tied, whether it's against his team, for his team, doesn't matter. He does a great job of trying to always just lend a helping hand, again, wherever he can. We have a lot of great coaches in this local listening area. It's so much fun to be a part of these games because we get to work with these coaches, and they're just so great. I had a chance to talk with both of these coaches in the preseason about their teams, and just their enthusiasm they have about talking about their teams is so great, and obviously just being able to, and obviously just listening to them talk about their teams and how enthused they are and just how excited they are to talk to me. Not because they want to talk to me. So we switched the time. So the time was the problem. There was, we take nearly 3 minutes off the clock. After it was stuck at 13, it's now down to 10:08. So 10:08 is left in this game. So we got it fixed, though. So now we're back to action. Both teams get a little bit of a rest. It's going to be an over and back. Man, Milliman had it go through his hands to his chest, and it rolled back into the backcourt, and it's an over and back, unfortunately, for Pine City. That's a tough one. Now we get a foul on Braham. I mean, a Doble. They're calling this second half a lot closer than they were the first half. They're tightening it up a little bit, so very interesting to see the difference in how the halves have been called. Obviously, they felt maybe the first half got a little too physical, so they want to tamper it down just a tad. Willard for three, it's off the mark. Tanner Doble, who just got called for the foul, is going to get the rebound. And, I know why the foul is called here on Austin Wiener. I do understand, and it's going to be his fourth, unfortunately. But I think you got to use a little discretion there on that one and say, hey, their feet got tangled. He was falling backwards. He was falling backwards as Doble was getting the rebound. And I don't think that should have been a foul. Because as Doble got the rebound, as he was getting it, Wiener was falling backwards already. So Wiener didn't take him down. Doble tripped over Wiener's falling body. So I think you got to use a little bit of discretion there on that one and not call the foul. But again, I'm not a referee, so what am I talking about? Soren Lilly, by the way, he drops it in for two for Braham the other way to make it 50-43. Larson had it poked out by Lilly. It will be Pine City ball. Larson will inbound to Milliman. Milliman decides to go forward, and now he'll give it over to Willard on the far side. Willard to Jace Peterson, going inside to Eli Fromm. Oh, he could have had a few fouls there. Now Larson for three. It's good! Grant Larson, a big three, but here comes Tyler Eklund. He says, hey, hold on. And a pass that is going to be just too far out in front of Lilly. A little bit of frustration between Eklund and Lilly. They were shoving back and forth at each other. Eklund wanted him to be a little bit closer. Meanwhile, Lilly was saying, hey, you can't throw it that far ahead. And the voice of reason, Garrett Litke, stepping in saying, guys, relax. We're teammates. It's a mistake. We're still up. But again, it's okay to see the frustration because these are competitors. But at the same time, you like to see Litke stepping in as the voice of reason there. Austinson for three. That's good as well. Now it's 50-49. Braham still leads under the halfway mark in this second half. Eli Fromm nearly steals it, but Tyler Eklund, he's so good on his ball handling skills. Doble with it. Doble gets by. Doble, no good, but he's fouled. This will be on Austinson, his second. Team's eighth. At least it should be. Because Grant Larson got one earlier that they were not able to put up on the board. So maybe I don't know something. Meanwhile, Doble's first is good. This one's good as well. Doble hits them both. It's 52-49. Larson will give it to Willert. Willert back to Larson. Oh, I thought Larson had a chance. And now over to Austinson. Great pass. Austinson, the quick trigger three is good. And we're tied at 52 apiece. But here comes Doble and the Bombers back the other way. Isaac Eklund with it. Gives it to Tyler. Tyler trying to get himself going. Foul called, and the entire Pine City bench is absolutely livid. They can't believe it. That one looked more or less like he just tripped. Fromm going to have a conversation, say, hey, how was that a foul? And the referee telling him how, but Fromm does not agree. Yeah, that one looked more or less like Tyler Eklund just simply slipped. But again, I'm not on the court, so I cannot speak for what the referees see. I just speak for what I see. But they are on the court, so this one bouncing, finally in. And that should be a foul on Braham. That's got to be a technical. I mean, he pushed him after the play. You can't have that. That has to be a foul. Meanwhile, I mean, Eklund did make the first. Let's get this in first. But the Pine City defender got absolutely shoved to the ground after the shot. Yeah, Kyle Allen has a point. He's now, again, you don't want to be yelling at the refs, but he has a reason to why he should be upset. The after that shot was bouncing, finally went through. A Braham defender completely shoved a Pine City player to the floor. And it needs to be a foul. I mean, it was unfortunately, I think emotions just ran a little too high there. The players got a little bit too hot. But that has to be a foul call. Unfortunately, I should have actually gotten a replay of it. Forget we have the replay ability. So I think we're talking about it. It does need to be a foul no matter what. It has to be a foul. So they're going to bring the coaches together and talk about it. So I think we're talking about it. It is going to be not real sure. I don't know. They're talking, trying to buy some time here. I'm trying to listen to what they're saying, but also bring you this live. Again, I don't want to leave you silent and be like, oh, did we get disconnected? I mentioned this was gonna get pretty physical, even more physical as it went along, but so a referee is still talking with both head coaches. They are going to get Braham with the foul. And I believe they called Lidke. Oh, tempers flared just a little bit there. Oh. Oh, no. And now unfortunately, it sounds like a fan is going to get warned, if not even maybe possibly thrown. Oh, man. You hate to see that. Well, looks like nobody's going to get thrown. That's good. Oh, boy. Now the fans getting a little too rambunctious. So they're going to take control here. So you hate to see that. You've got, both fan bases are upset about this or that. And then you've got fans talking just a little bit too much, and you got to understand in a game like this, they got to make sure you get things under control, because if you let it go too long, it could get worse. So got to take control, and that's what they're going to do. So shot is good by Tyler Eklund, so it will be 54-52. Ooh, at least it should be. But now the other way, it is going to be Grant Larson who will shoot two. 54-52. So Larson will shoot two for the Dragons. First one is good. Wow, a break that really, really unfortunate. And Larson drops them both in. Great free throws by both of those young men. We're tied at 54, and it's going to be Pine City ball. 8:20 to go here in the game, and wow, what a set of circumstances that was. That was a lot to digest there, but we're back to full-on action now, and well, you can bet both fan bases will be into it. You'll have both players into it, and hopefully this doesn't get out of hand, but it's gonna get rambunctious here. Eli Fromm for three. That's a big three. Pine City takes their first lead since the first half. 57-54. That's huge. But there's still way too much time to talk about whose game this is going to be. Doble, he finds lane. Back outside. Lilly for three. No good. Eli Fromm is going to grab the rebound. Austinson with it. On the near side, gives it off to Willert. Willard, 3, a little too long. And Fromm came up with the rebound, lost it, and Larson is there to Austinson for 3. It's good! Oh my goodness! Wow! And they've got Lidke deep, but Austinson realizes he's back there with him. What? Holy cow, this is, my goodness. Doble inside. Nice move! Shot's just short. Austinson will grab the rebound. Oh man, Lidke with a nice move there to get inside, but just a little bit soft on his shot. And then block here by Soren Lilly. He'll get the steal as well. Trying to take it up the court. He's left alone from 3 for a moment. Then he pulls it down, gives it to Eklund. Eklund driving inside. Oh, my goodness. And they're going to get a foul here on Tyler Eklund. It'll be his 4th. So they're going to call Eklund for a little bit of a forearm shove there on the defender. Pine City gets it back. Austinson with it to Fromm. Fromm into the near side corner for Willard. Willard to Larson. Larson now to Fromm inside. Takes it to the basket himself. No good. And rebounded by Isaac Eklund. Foul here on Pine City. I believe that's going to be on Sklazacek, possibly. It'll be a 1-on-1 shot. It will be Sklazacek, his 2nd, team's 9th. Should be their 10th, actually. I think. Again, I'm not sure. So Tyler Eklund's at the line for a 1-and-1. Austin Wiener will check in for Eli Fromm again. Wiener sits with 4 fouls, so one more, and unfortunately his night would be over. But Tyler Eklund's at the line for 1-and-1. And he makes the first. This one good by Eklund as well. Eklund's only missed 1 from the free throw line tonight, and you can bet he's wishing he had that one back. Austinson to Wiener to Willard on the far side. That's going to be no good. Austinson's going to come down with the rebound. He's guarded by Eklund. Now to Wiener on the far side for Willard. Inside to Larson. Larson will decide to get out from underneath the trees and bring it back out, reset the offense. Now to Sklazacek, inside to Wiener. Austin Wiener spin move inside. Shot is up, good, but charge is called, and that's going to be his 5th. You know, for Wiener, that's a tough one because I think the defender did a pretty good job of falling backwards on that one. I don't know if he got so much contacted as he did just fall backwards. That is a good job by the defender. As much as we want to maybe complain that, maybe that shouldn't be a foul, give the defender credit. He did a good job of drawing the foul. Plain and simple. Did a good job of it. Now they're going to get Willard on that far side for a foul. That's his 1st. So double bonus now for the Bombers the rest of the way. Tyler Eklund back at the line to shoot 2. And I think you just heard Sawyer McDaniel out there, hey, we got to be smart. And they do. They've piled up the fouls here early on, and now with 6:10 to go, Braham's going to be shooting 2. Now, to be fair, Braham's not too far off. They got 17 fouls. First one is up and good by Tyler Eklund. 6:10 to go in this game, ladies and gentlemen, and it has been a fantastic game. Eklund, no good on that one, and rebounded by Willard. So 1 of 2 there for Eklund. On the far side, McDaniel thought about it, gives it now to Larson in the far side corner for 3. That is good. Grant Larson. Tyler Eklund going the other way. Shot is no good. And draw the foul. That's going to be on Larson, and that'll be his 4th. Yeah, again, they're calling this second half a lot closer than they did the first half, so Larson with his 4th, and you can see who's at the line, Tyler Eklund. He's been so good from the line here tonight. Hopefully I didn't just do the announcers. Oh, man. That's on me, Tyler. I'll take blame for that one. I just did the announcer's jinx there. That one's on me. You can blame me. All the Braham fans, blame me. Pile it on. I deserve it. The old announcer's jinx there. I should know better, honestly. That one's no good as well. Rebounded by Sawyer McDaniel. McDaniel fakes it. Ooh, got away with a little bit of a travel there. Milliman inside, trying to go to Willard. Willard, ooh, that pass was behind him, but somehow pulled it down to Larson on the far side for 3. That's no good, and Soren Lilly comes up with the rebound for Braham. 63-57, under 5.5 to go. Tyler Eklund, I think, draws yet another foul. Yeah, this one's on Milliman, his second. Yeah, Pine City's going to have to settle it down a little bit. They got to get their transition defense back a little bit quicker, because now what they're doing is they're falling behind Tyler Eklund. He's just using his speed, but they're falling behind, and they're fouling, unfortunately. So Pine City has to get their transition defense back in a hurry, a lot better than what they've been doing, because Eklund's simply beating them with speed right now, and Pine City is trying to catch back up, but they're fouling because of it. So they need to get back quicker defensively in order to set up, because you can't keep fouling the way they have right now. Another free throw good there by Eklund. It's 63-59. McDaniel fakes the pass one way, then goes inside to Milliman, back outside McDaniel. Now to Austinson for 3. That is no good, and Milliman there for the rebound. Back to McDaniel. McDaniel again inside to Milliman. On the far side, Larson for 3. That's no good. This one is somehow rebounded by Austinson, and they're going to... He called him for a travel. Now, I didn't see his feet. I thought they didn't move, but apparently he took a couple steps after he rebounded without dribbling. So travel is called, and ball will go back to Braham. Braham with Doble, bringing it up the court. Instead of Eklund, that ball is knocked out, and it will be out of bounds. It will stay with Braham. Isaac Eklund will inbound and goes to Doble. Doble gets around one defender, splits 2, drives inside, lost the ball for a moment, and that's got to be a travel call, right? No, timeout call by Braham. Almost a travel call, but Braham, head coach Jeff Eklund, does the smart thing and calls the timeout to preserve that possession. It will be a full timeout. We'll take a commercial to catch our breath. Back here on WCMP after word from our
Hey there, sports fans. Hey there, sports fans. Pro Shop in Pine City, and we have a Lee's Crazy Sale going on. It's time to gear up for hockey, basketball, wrestling, or volleyball equipment, as it is all 20% off. That's right, 20% off all your favorite hockey, basketball, wrestling, and volleyball equipment. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, Lee's Pro Shop has everything you need to take your game to the next level. So don't wait. Stop by Lee's Pro Shop today. Save big on your favorite sports equipment. Hurry in for Lee's Crazy Sale. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
We're all going to need a root beer float after this game. My goodness, we all deserve a treat because we've been treated to a fantastic one. Inbound to Lidke. He drops it in for 2. Great awareness there by Tyler Eklund, realizing Lidke was there. And Lidke just has those long arms as well, so he was able to get more or less, not easily, but easier. This shot well off the mark by Austinson. Rushed that one a little bit, and Braham will just watch it go out of bounds and be like, yeah, we'll take the ball. That's a tough one there for Pine City. And Austinson, Austinson's, both these teams have had a really good night, but everything now needs to be tightened that much better. Doble will go around the baseline, and then he double dribbled on the baseline, I think. He kind of knew it, too, as he went over to that far side. So Pine City will get it back. Under 4.5 to go. Willard on the far side to Osmus for 3, no good. And Tyler Eklund gets the rebound. It's been a while since we've seen him grab a rebound, but gets one there. He'll take the 3 from the top, and it is good, and the Bombers have the lead right back. Well, Pine City had a long period where they did not score, And you can't do that against Braham because now they retook the lead 64-63. And give credit to Braham. They took advantage. A line drive shot by Sawyer McDaniel winds up falling in for 3. It probably had no business going in because it was such a line drive. But, hey, he got it to fall. Doble on the far side to Isaac Eklund. Had it knocked out by Austinson. And Austinson and Willard can't believe that it's not Pine City ball. It went out of bounds. I think Pine City had touched it last. I think it was either Willard or Austinson, one of the two. After Isaac Eklund had touched it, they tried to get it back, and I think they were the last to touch it, from what I saw anyways. Doble with it. Goes over to Isaac Eklund. Isaac found a lane. Pull-up jumper. Off the mark. That one's out of bounds, and it will be Braham ball. Last touch by Pine City. Colson Berglund will check in for Osmus. Now we got referees are going to come and talk again. I thought they pointed at the shot clock, perhaps. Maybe the time. So referees all coming together. Again, I think they're going to say 7 seconds on the shot clock. Is that what I heard? Yes. So they're going to put 7 seconds on the shot clock for Braham. And then I believe Kyle Allen just got warned for being too far onto the court. Tell him, hey, you can be a little bit outside of that coach's box, but you're getting too far onto the court now, so we got to give you just a little bit of a warning. Tyler Eklund trying to inbound. They got 7 seconds, 6 seconds to shoot. Soren Lilly, floater, no good. Oh, he got his own rebound, put back 2. Soren Lilly, just the awareness he had there to grab that one and put it back. Tied at 66 apiece. Austinson goes far side to Berglund. Now to Milliman. And Milliman gets around. Gives it near side to Berglund. That's off the mark. Milliman. Ooh. They're going to call a jump ball. Milliman and the defender tied it up. Osmus back in for Berglund. Willard will get set. Oh, and this ball nearly stolen away by Lilly. He couldn't grab it cleanly. It went, he had the steal and then lost it out of bounds. So Pine City gets a second chance. We'll inbound to Milliman at the top of the key. Over to Osmus. Now to Austinson, who gives it to McDaniel. Over to Austinson for 3. That's going to be off the mark. And rebounded by Osmus. He came out of nowhere. Austinson inside and going to get a foul here on Braham. I don't know about that one. They're going to get Lidkey for it. Should be his, well, they're saying his, well, he got a foul earlier for pushing the young man down, so it should be his 4th, I believe. Unless, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going about my day. First one by Austinson, no good. And again, the free throws becoming a factor again in a game for Pine City. We've seen it a couple times this year where free throws, it's like, man, if they would have had, 2 or 3, 4 more, it would have been a different game. And as a team, you cannot have that be the case. Oh, if we only had a few more. And he'll miss the second one. It'll be rebounded by Lidkey. And Lidkey will grab another rebound. So we stay tied at 66 apiece, under 2.5 minutes to go. Tyler Eklund goes inside to Lidkey. Shot is good. Lidkey, again, just using those long arms to get that ball brought in, and then using those arms to put it up and in for 2. Willard, no look pass to McDaniel. Now to Milliman, over to Austinson. Now to McDaniel. Inside Milliman. They want to set up the open 3, but there's no opportunities right now. A little bit of zone here by Braham. Near side corner for Osmus. It's coming up short, and Lidkey is there for the rebound. Now you get into a spot here for Pine City where it becomes dangerous because Braham all of a sudden now has a 2-point lead and is going to extend it by 2 more with a Soren Lilly 2. But again, you're all of a sudden in a spot where Pine City, you're not scoring all of a sudden. and now Braham is. So now you've got to get things going in a hurry. This ball up for grabs. Oh, I'm going to say jump ball, and possession arrow favors Braham. Milliman, from what I saw, jumped back on top of that ball. It should have been Pine City possession, but not going to be the case. (70-66), 1:29 to go. Now all of a sudden, Braham is in a spot where they're able to maybe run this one out. Eklund, and he gets the bounce for another 2. Here we go. This is what I meant. Pine City hasn't been able to score but 3 points in the last what feels like forever, but now they really need to get something going. McDaniel out to Austinson. Shot is no good, and at another case where you're just not getting the shots to fall right now. You got to have it. They really need to start crashing the offensive glass. And Doble with an open shot miss. Luckily, Soren Lilly's there for the rebound, and he drops it in for 2. Should have been an easy 2, but he made it a little bit more difficult than it needed to be. Pine City trying to get something back. Willard for 3. It rattles out, and Braham gets another rebound for Lidke, and that might do it. Shot clock is off, and Braham has it back, and what was an entertaining game is going to come to an end. Heartbreak for one team. Another team's going to be pretty happy. And Austinson will get the foul and send Braham to the line. It's Austinson's 3rd. So Lidke will go to the line to shoot 2. Just trying to preserve time. 20 seconds to go, though, and this one just about over. Lidke no good on the first. No good on the second. It's McDaniel with the rebound. And Pine City has no time to waste. They have to take these quick shots. Bank shot, no good. Larson will tap it back out to Sklizacek for 3. That one was blocked. I did not see who blocked it. Soren Lilly does the smart thing, and that's going to be it. Final here in this one. Braham is going to come from behind late to beat the Dragons 74-66. What a game we had here in this one. This was a great one. So we're going to take a commercial break and be back after word from our fine sponsors for our A&W Player of the Game interview and our interview with Coach Kyle Allen on WCMP.
Whoa, they've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. Right now, load up on deals like Red Bull 8.4 ounce cans, 3 for $6.50. Frito-Lay varieties, buy one, get one free. Buy a fountain drink and get a Reese's King Size candy bar for $2. And fill your propane tanks for $3.99 a gallon to get ready for hunting and frying that turkey. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
If aches and pains are holding you back, Wellia Health is here to assist you. Our sports medicine team is dedicated to getting you back to your passions. With extensive experience and expertise, we specialize in managing concussions, a worry for both young athletes and adults. Whatever the injury, let's get you back in action with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or conveniently schedule through your MyChart account. Visit welliahealth.org for more information.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. We're now joined by our A&W player of the game. That is A.J. Austinson. First of all, A.J., this was a tough, physical, fast-paced game. What do you take away from this one here tonight?
We really worked hard this weekend on seeing our goals for the rest of the season, and I feel like we really worked hard today. We really came back from that tough loss against East Central where we didn't have much energy, kind of negative, and today we felt really positive and just great teamwork out there, just not the result we really wanted out there. Yeah, this one, again, another physical game for you guys, but you guys kept the pace the entire night, and you even came back from that 6-point deficit at halftime, turned around and got the lead. What was it like to see your team come from behind like that and be able to get that lead in what felt like a dominating fashion? It was really exciting. We really worked hard on the defensive side, which created our offense, and it just started off on our defensive side. That's really what we focused on during our games. And it just felt really exciting. Felt like our bench were really excited, which helped us on the court. And yeah, it was exciting. And yeah, I felt pretty dominant until some things didn't go our way. And it was pretty fun. And we have talked about with Coach Allen about this team, and there's been some growing pains as the season have gone along. But this feels like maybe one of the most complete games that you guys have had. What is it like to know that you can be this good, but also continue to get better going through the season? It feels really good. We just worked really hard on the defensive side. That's the biggest thing on our team, is our defense, because we're not the best shooters out here, and our defense just creates the offense, and it just shows that we can compete with any other team out here. And it's a really good team we just faced, and it just showed that we can play against any team on our schedule. So it's just exciting going forward. Absolutely. Well, AJ, thanks so much for joining me, and good luck going forward. Thank you. That, again, was our A&W player of the game, A.J. Austinson. We're now joined by the head coach of Pine City, Kyle Allen. Kyle, this one was an entertaining one throughout. What were your biggest takeaways here from this one?
Braham's really, really good, and we knew that going in. I mean, that wasn't a surprise, so I don't know if that's the biggest takeaway. But I like how our guys battled. There was a lot of energy. There was a lot of physicality. There was a lot of aggression both ways, and I thought both teams did a nice job of meeting each other at that. Again, the ball falls sometimes it doesn't, but I thought we gave ourselves a chance tonight. I thought we played more of a complete game tonight, and that's where we got to keep moving forward. Absolutely, and a couple runs to start the game off for both teams, but after that it was kind of an onslaught of points. But what was the message to the team there at halftime, only trailing by 6? The message was keep fighting. The message was know that they're going to keep coming. And the message was execute. And I thought we did a good job of executing, but maybe not as best as we could have in the first half. But I thought we kept working at it, kept fighting at it. And so, you go back and you try again and you watch the film and you get another chance at them later. Absolutely. And of course, again, after the half, you guys were able to take the lead here in this game. And we'll give him a chance here. He's got the baby trying to hand him off, and there we go, handoff complete. So, but after half, you guys, it was again a battle, and you guys were able to come back, erase the deficit, even take a lead there. What was the message though to the team once they took the lead, knowing that Braham has been able to come back? It's still about sticking with the game plan and knowing what we're trying to do and what we're trying to take away, and then what we're trying to showcase on our end of it. And so just trying to mend all of that together, meld all of that pieces into one flow. And so Braham was able to do that just a little better than us tonight. There was just a little too much time on the clock tonight. I think maybe we had to reset it a little differently on that one, but no, it's all good. And again, you could feel the physicality, you could feel the aggressionness in the gym, and that's a lot of fun to have that energy. It is, no doubt, and we of course have talked to you. We'll put 10 to 11 guys out on the court each night, and in this one, all but 2 players got on the board for you here tonight. What is it like to be able to see these guys
just distribute the ball like they have here tonight, and would you like to see that continue going forward?
Yeah, we the hope is that our strength is our depth this year, and you have a large group of seniors, and the old saying is you only go as far as your seniors. So we're trying to give them that ability to take the team and take this season as far as they can. And so again, it comes back to the efforts and the executions and the coachability and all of those things kind of just circle into itself. And so, again, the hope is that we took a step forward tonight, and we need to continue to take step forwards as the season progresses.
No doubt. And we've talked before about complete games. This one felt like the most complete game you guys have had all year. What was the key to that here tonight?
I think just, focus, knowing execution, knowing what the game plan is, trying to go out there and do it to the best of your ability, trusting in it. I had one, I don't remember what it was, but I know I yelled at myself and called a timeout in the first half. I had one major mistake in my play call that I got to clean up too. So it's all about the execution and going out and trusting the game plan.
No doubt. Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck going forward. We know we got more games coming up this week.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
That, again, was Kyle Allen, the head coach of the Pine City Dragons. We appreciate him for coming up, doing the interview, and, of course, our A&W player of the game, A.J. Austinson, joining us. We'll get to the stats here in just a moment, but, yeah, what a game here between these two teams. A physical game. It was really a fight to the end, and like head coach Kyle Allen mentioned, they just had really, it felt like a little too much time on the clock here tonight, and Braham was able to take advantage of that time and come out and retake the lead there late. But again, it was Pine City not able to find those shots late in the half, and unfortunately Braham was able to find the shots that Pine City wasn't, and that was really the difference here in this one tonight. So for Pine City, they fall to 4-7 on the season. Meanwhile, the Bombers move to 8-2 on the year. As we take a look at the stats from this one, it wasn't quite finished, but taking a look at the leaders here for Braham: 28 points for Eklund, 21 for Lilly, 15 for Tanner Doble, 6 for Garrett Lidke, and 4 for Isaac Eklund. 9 rebounds to lead the team for Lilly, then 8 for Lidke, and 7 for both Doble and Tyler Eklund. They had 17 steals in the game, 2 blocks, and they were 5 of 5 from the free throw line in the first half. Let's count them up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They made 13 and missed, out of 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So on the night, you're hearing my math, they were 18 of 23. Pretty good free throws on the night. And again, they had 7 fouls here in the second half for a total of 12. On the other side for Pine City, they again were led by our A&W player of the game, A.J. Austinson, with 16 points, 13 for Grant Larson, 8 for both Charlie Osmus and Briar Willard. And then you had 7 for McDaniel, 5 for Austin Wiener, then 3 for Jace Peterson, Eli Fromm, Colson Berglund. They again had a lot of rebounds from a bunch of different players. Leading the way, though, with 6 of them was A.J. Austinson, then 4 for a plethora of players: McDaniel, Wiener, Fromm, Sklzacek, and Willard. They had 9 steals, 2 blocks. They were 8 of 14 from the free throw line, but again, they missed some key ones here in the second half. And then they did have 20 team fouls with 12 in that second half. So a tough loss here for Pine City, but again, just another learning experience for the Dragons, and they will continue to go forward and battle and grow, and they can only get better from here on out, and that's the fun thing about it, is both these teams can get better. And we've talked about Pine City. Now let's go over to Braham. Braham did a really good job twice of coming back from deficits. To start the game, they were down 8-0, came back with a 10-0 run themselves. Then it was back and forth. Then they were down late in this one. Pine City, it seemed like everything was about to go Pine City's way. And everything kind of was, really. All the shots, every defensive loose ball, everything was going Pine City's way. But Braham battled back and almost forced the game in their direction is really what they did. But then they were able to get a few more shots to fall than Pine City did late, and that was the difference. So Braham will again improve to 8-2 on the season. Pine City falls 2-4-7. We got some finals on our other stations for you. Over in Braham, the Bombers finished that one with the victory over Pine City 80-44. And then over in Rush City, East Central beats Rush City 82-66. In that boys basketball game. So that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all tuning in. If you're watching this on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube page. There's that red subscribe button. If you see that, click that. That way you'll be notified every single time we go live with a local sporting event. Also, another great way to stay tuned is our morning shows on KBEK with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates where we'll talk about this game, all the other games going on in our local listening area, plus some regional and even a little bit of national sports as well. Also, another great way is our websites, both WCMP and KBK.com. The website also has the sports tab where you can find the broadcast schedule. That will be updated every single Monday to show you all the links for the games that we'll be covering for that week. And also that broadcast schedule is subject to change, so make sure to stay tuned to that. But, of course, you can stay tuned to our websites. You can stay tuned to our social medias, our Facebook pages for both stations, our Instagram for both stations, plus our Twitter at WCMP Radio for all things local sports. Articles from games that we've been at, games coming up that day, broken records, LOI signings, coaches retiring, coaches being hired, interviews, and so much more on all of that on our websites, on our social medias. So be sure to like, subscribe, follow, whatever you have to do to stay tuned to all things local sports. Again, the final here in this one, Pine City falls to Braham 74-66. Coming up here for the rest of the way, we've got the day off tomorrow, then we've got more local sports coming up for you Thursday, Friday, and even on Saturday, so stay tuned for all of that. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate that. Also, a huge shout-out to all the fine sponsors for sponsoring not only this, but every other broadcast that we do. And remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness can truly make their day. Again, it's free. It doesn't cost anything to be kind, so let's do that now in the new year. For WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350 Anthem Country, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.